Hello, my name is Celina Medina. I am a two-time kidney transplant recipient, and I would like to talk a little bit about my story. I developed what's called nephrotic syndrome at the age of 2. With that being diagnosed, my parents were told that eventually my kidney disease will progress throughout my years of life, and then eventually they will give out. At the age of 24, I had my first daughter, Ariana. And within 3 years, both of my kidneys collapsed. I went on dialysis for a couple of months, did not know that my brothers and sister were actually being tested to be a living related donor. On Christmas 1999, my brother gave me a Christmas card stating that he was the ultimate winner of the gift of life for me. On January 13th, 2000, I started this century with a brand new kidney. My brother to this day is healthy, has 4 beautiful kids and a loving wife. Unfortunately, my kidney did not survive it survived for 10 years. With that gift of life, I was able to have another baby girl. Her name is Ariel. And within 10 years, I had to go back on dialysis. I was told that this was going to happen because transplants, if you're lucky, you will have 20 plus years with a transplant, but that's very rare. I went on dialysis for 12 years after that. So my daughters never knew me as healthy as I am now. I'm fortunate enough that on May 25th, 2019, I received my second transplant from an angel donor. To this day, all I know is he is male and was 49 years old. And I thank both of my donors, my brother and my angel donor, for letting me be able to experience what it is to raise 2 beautiful girls. Both of my girls are actually doing very well. My oldest now graduated from Azusa Pacific University with a sociology degree to keep on helping other people. My youngest is 19, and she is a junior at Cal State San Marcos, going for her degree in communications. I ask everyone to understand that it is possible for living related donors or for living donors to continue a full and fulfilling life. And as he says, he would do it over and over again if he had hundreds of kidneys. I am now living the best of my life with my family, with the gift that both of them gave me. I try to give back. I am a One Legacy ambassador, and I advocate for organ transplantation all throughout our 7 major counties around Los Angeles. It is important for people to understand that once you register as a donor, not everyone qualifies. So the more people we have to register, the more possibilities there is for so many more people to keep living their best life. It is important to understand that your gift can not only save one person, but could save almost 10, 12, 20 people. Your tissues, your corneas, your kidneys, lungs, hearts, you name it. Doctors nowadays are heroes. As far as they are to me, they are. I continue to take care of myself and to advocate for organ transplantation. Okay, Bernice, I don't know what else to say.
Okay. May I ask you some questions, Celina, please? You did a very good job. It's very touching. Okay. The first time when you waited for the kidney, you didn't have to wait because it came from your brother, right? The second time, when did the doctor told you that you need a kidney and how long did you wait?
I waited. I was told in April 2005. My daughters were only 4 and 9 at the time, where my brother's kidney was failing. I did go back on dialysis and I waited for 12 years. Unfortunately, they had found tumors on my original left kidney when they went, so they took me out of the transplant list until they could figure out whether or not the tumors were cancerous. Fortunately, they weren't, but they did have to remove my original left kidney and also my spleen because they did find more masses on top of my spleen. So it took, I went back on dialysis. When I stayed on dialysis again for about 6 more months until May 25th, 2019.
Okay, may I know how many pills you have to take now every day, please?
Today, I don't take any more blood pressure medications, so that's really good. I take 6 in the morning and 7 at night, which is a lot better than before.
Do you mean you used to take high blood pressure pills and after the transplant?
No more blood pressure pills because my blood pressure was actually, my blood pressure became so much, got so much better that they started noticing that my blood pressure was dropping, that it was dropping too low. And they said, okay, you need to get rid of all your blood pressure medications, which I was happy to do because I was taking 4 blood pressure medications.
Are you required to do certain exercise every day? Or are you doing it now?
Yes, I do walk. I do, I'm trying yoga for the first time. I've always wanted to do some sort, but because of dialysis, you're always so tired. You're very tired, and you're not able to continue a lot of exercise. Walking, they did suggest a lot of walking. So right now, what I do is I go to the gym. I either do my weights at home because now I've lost quite a few pounds after the transplant. So I'm starting to notice that I need to do a lot more toning. So they said do a lot more weight training.
How about your appetite? Are you eating as before or are you eating more or what? Gaining any weight?
No, like I said, I'm losing weight, but that's because I've been very busy now and I don't eat as much. My appetite is not as well, before even on dialysis, you're always full because I had what's called peritoneal dialysis. And then when they found the masses on my kidneys, they transferred over to hemodialysis because because of surgery, they couldn't do it anymore through my stomach, which is when they put the medicine in your stomach. And what I did is because I had 2 little girls at home, they would bring a big machine next to my bed and I would connect. I would have tubes in my stomach that I would connect to the machine. And for 8 hours, it would give me medication, wait 3 hours, and then it will pull it out. Take all of the toxins in your stomach or in your body, and it would take it out, flush it out, and then put back in for 8 hours. So I did that for about 11 years until I had the surgeries and they put me on hemodialysis. So when you're full of liquids in your stomach throughout the day too, you're not hungry because so much weight is on you. So I didn't eat this time, and we were limited. You know, you cannot have milk, you couldn't have bananas, you couldn't have cheese. Cheese is my sin. Cheese, all kinds of cheese. The stinkier, the better.
Does the transplant limit what you're doing, like your work? Does it limit your work?
Actually, no. I'm going for my sociology degree. So I went back to school right after my transplant because I had to stop when I was in my 20s because I got sick. And now I'm starting back over again, and I'm finishing with a bachelor's degree in Cal State Pomona. I'm graduating from Mount Sac first, and then I'm transferring to Cal Poly Pomona.
Great, good. Okay, can you share what you think about it with all of us, please, with some simple words, please?
As far as transplantation?
Yeah, about yes.
It's life. It's transplantation has given me life, the possibility to see my daughters grow up. When I started dialysis again, my little one was 4 years old. My oldest was 9. So I had to keep on pushing to raise two. I didn't want to leave them alone. I didn't want them growing up without a mother. I wanted to give the best that I could for them. So I pushed myself to make sure that I was trying to stay healthy enough for them. And with the gift of life that I was given, I don't take for granted one day. Sometimes I overdo it. I want to do it all. I want to experience every smell, every minute. I want to be able to enjoy my life. And I am so grateful every day. I get to breathe. I get to wake up. My girls are now in their own place. You know, it's not that they're not with me anymore. They're on their own. They're living their beautiful life. But again, Go ahead.
Yeah. May we say, with the transplant, it does not interfere with your marriage life. It does not interfere with your work. It does not interfere with whatever you want to do. With the transplant, you got a new life. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. A beautiful life.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. There's times where, everyone goes through it. You have good days, and then you have great days, and then you have not so good days. But those bad days, I'm blessed. I'm still grateful to have them because I know what a great day looks like. So even the bad days for me, I am blessed to have them.
Okay, your first kidney lasts for 10 to 12 years, right?
10 years.
Are you afraid right now that every day the time period is shortened?
Not afraid, because I'm okay now. My whole point was to raise good religious daughters that help people, that, hopefully I don't see them as selfish. I see them as kind and as warm-hearted, and they do everything for a lot of people, even at 19 or 24, 25 now. And they do a lot for everyone. They love family. They love being together. So I'm not afraid because I know I raised 2 wonderful daughters that they're going to contribute to community and the society that they live in. This is my brother. He works at nighttime. Can you see him?
Yeah, I can see it. Is this your brother and you?
Yes. This is
Okay.
what we used for my poster. He works at nighttime, and I woke him up and I said, "Can you
Good.
just put on some clothes or something?" He says, "Oh, I just woke up."
What's your brother's name?
His name is Marco
Marco.
Antonio. But I call him
Marco.
Tony because we grew up calling him Tony. It's Marco Antonio.
Is he older than you or younger than you?
I'm the oldest of four.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the oldest of four, and he is my sister's next, and then him, Tony. I call him Tony.
Okay.
And then the next one I have of my youngest daughter, my oldest, that just graduated from Azusa Pacific. And her name's Ariana. She graduated with a sociology degree and is now going to go towards her master's. And my youngest is still, I wasn't able to go to her graduation because I was in the hospital. Because I just received the transplant. And she graduated June. Actually, let me tell you a little bit about her real quick. This is what I call her my miracle baby, because she was the one that was just that was post-transplant baby. So she was the one that I had after my transplant. Almost a year and a half after my transplant. Her name's Arieli, but they call her Ariel. They call her Lily. Everyone. This is my 19-year-old that goes to San Marcos, and she sells online. So this is what her store looks like. And then she does farmers markets too, to pay for college. But she got scholarships. So, she does all this. And her, on the day of her prom, because she had honors, and I had her a custom made prom dress for her prom. We were getting ready. May 25th, it was her prom night. And we were getting her ready. I received my call at around 12:30 in the afternoon. And she was getting ready to get to her prom. And when I got the call from the transplant list saying that we have a kidney for you, that you need to get to UCLA as soon as possible, both my girls were ecstatic, and they were crying. And she even said, "I don't want to go to prom. I need to be there with you." And I told her, "No, you deserve it. You need to go to prom. You need to enjoy yourself." And she did. She did go to prom that night. But as her date took her all the way to UCLA after my transplant, because I went into surgery around 4:30, and I got out around 8:30, I would say 8:30 or 9. And then they said, I don't remember, but both my girls were there at 10:30, 11 at nighttime. So she left prom a little early to come and see me. And her date was okay with it. Her date took her to UCLA to come and see me. But I wasn't able to, and afterwards I was still in the hospital when she graduated. So my parents and my oldest daughter had me on video chat, so I could see her graduating from high school. I wasn't there, but I was still very proud of her. And I'm still very proud of them, both of them.
Do you have the other girl's picture?
Yeah, the graduation. Did you see the?
Yeah, the graduation is your first.
Oldest. No, she's my oldest daughter.
Okay.
My youngest graduated from high school, but I don't have, they're all on my phone. I haven't transferred them over to, maybe I do. Graduation pictures. No, I don't.
Anything else you'd like to us to know, please?
I would love for all of you to understand that transplantation is important. I know a lot of people have misconceptions about transplant and how they come about. When you have that pink dot, I don't believe that the pink dot's no longer on your driver's license, the new ones anyways. But if you ever, God forbid, you get in an accident or no one's going to question a donation. Everything's separate. The moment ambulance or paramedics, first responders come to any scene or any emergency, their only focus is you, is the patient, whoever that may be. There is no talk or no reasoning, any concern about them, a person being a donor, an organ donor. So I know there's so much misconceptions about that. When you get to the hospital, they will do everything in their power, everything and beyond, to make sure you have your life. The only time a donation comes into play is when that final call is done. That's when transplantation is able to be considered. And again, our donation doctors do not ever step into a hospital unless there is a call that a person is no longer with us. So not even the doctors that are in the ER in the hospitals have any not say, but any type of information about that patient being a registered donor. Like I said, it only comes up when that final call is made. So please, I'm a donor still. My heart is great. My liver is great. My pancreas is still great. I can see. My tissues are good. I tell them, take my corneas so that someone could see their babies or all their loved ones. Take my heart so that they could be able to see their loved ones again. Take my lungs so that other person could breathe. It is important to understand that donating for most of the religions is a gift of unselfishness, and a gift that you will be giving a whole family, like someone gave my family. So register, donate California.org, and register yourself. Once you renew your driver's license, you can still check that box and become an organ donor. And I appreciate everyone for listening to my story. And I thank you again. And God bless all of you. What I'm going to share with you all is a video that I was privileged to send. This was a little bit after my transplant. So you could definitely see the difference, which is great. A good difference. And I did this for One Legacy.
You say you did some video for One Legacy. How come I search on YouTube? I couldn't find many videos from One Legacy. Do they only
You know what?
play?
I don't know how that happens. So sometimes I'm curious too. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see your picture. Is it? Oh, it's a video. I can see it now. I cannot hear the voice.
Oh,
There's no sound.
there is no sound. Okay. How do I could hear it, but
Usually there's a button say sound should be.
it's on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 100% on my end. But how do let's see. Okay, let's see if it,
I cannot hear any sound now.